Dear students, let us look at this problem. Three different substances, see, three different substances means they have different specific heats. Let me write here. First point, three different substances. This suggests that their specific heat capacities are different. Have the specific heats in the ratio. Okay, the ratio is given. S and the temperature increases. Delta theta 1. Temperature increases in the ratio, that is delta T1, delta T2, delta T3. That is equal to 3:2:1. When the same heat is supplied, this suggests that delta Q1 is equal to delta Q2 equal to delta Q3 is equal to delta Q. Same. Heat supplied is same. Okay. The ratio of their masses M1 is to M2 is to M3. This is asked. Now, the heat lost or gained. Heat lost or gained is delta Q, and that is equal to Ms delta T. So here it is given they have same heat is supplied. Therefore delta Q is equal to constant. Delta Q is constant. Here the ratio of masses is asked. Therefore let us make M subject. From this, M is equal to constant by S delta T. Now M1 is to M2 is to M3 is equal to, first let us choose specific heat. This is inversely proportional. Now M1 is to M2 is to M3 is asked. Therefore that is equal to C1 by S1 delta T1, 1 by S2 delta T2, 1 by S3 delta T3. S1 now S1 1, delta T1 3, S2 2, delta T2 2, S3 3, delta T3 1. So we have 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4 is to 1 by 3. Now LCM. Let us take LCM of 3, 4, 3. So we get 3 into 4 into 3, 12. Therefore, let us multiply these by 12. So we get 4 is to 3 is to 4. So M1 is to m2 is to m3 is equal to this is the answer. So heat lost or gained is delta Q is equal to ms delta T. Here let us write heat lost, here let us write heat gained. Heat lost, heat gained. A solid body at 40 degrees centigrade is dropped into an equal mass of water at 160 degrees centigrade. So if this is dropped into this, our solid body will gain the heat because water is at higher temperature. So solid body is at lower temperature. So this will gain the heat energy. So we should write that solid body here only. Solid body here. And see, water is at higher temperature, so it loses heat to the solid body. So heat is lost by water. Okay. Now to find the heat gained, m into s into delta T. M, its mass how much? Not given. So let us write m into specific heat that is asked. Change in temperature. So it is temperature is 40, resultant temperature is 120. So 120 minus 40. Right. Now this side. Water, again first mass is required. What is a solid body at 40 degrees centigrade is dropped into an equal mass of water. So water mass also same. Specific heat, its specific heat is, water specific heat is 4186. And change in temperature. See, its initial temperature is 160, final temperature is 120. So 160 minus 120. So heat lost is equal to heat gained. Now m and m gets cancelled. Now here 4186 into 40 is equal to s into here 80. S is equal to 4186 by 2 joule per kg Kelvin. Two beakers A and B contain liquids of masses 300 grams and 420 grams respectively, and specific heats 0.8 calorie per gram degree centigrade and 0.6 calorie per gram degree centigrade. The amount of heat on them is equal. If they are joined by a metal rod, heat flows from the beaker B to A, heat flows from the beaker A to B. No heat flows either A to B or B to A. Quantity of heat on A, that is equal to m1 s1 theta 1. Mass 300 grams, specific heat 0.8, temperature theta 1. Quantity of heat on B, say that is Q2, M2, S2, theta 2. So mass is 420 grams, specific heat 0.6, theta 2. So here what is given? The amount of heat on them is equal. Given Q1 is equal to Q2. It means 300 into 0.8 into theta 1 is equal to into theta 2. So here we have, now let us find it. Theta 1 by theta 2 is equal to 0.6 by 300 into 0.8. So here 10. Here so we have 40. 42 by 40 means greater than 1. So in the problem what is given? The amount of heat on them is equal. So here we have written Q1 is equal to Q2. So Q1 value here we have, Q2 value here written. Now theta 1, let us take this theta 2 left hand side and move this to right hand side. So after simplification we got 42 by 40. So numerator is larger than denominator, therefore the value of the fraction will be greater than 1. So from this you can write theta 1, take this theta to that side, theta 1 greater than theta 2. So theta 1 greater than theta 2, therefore so this is temperature of A and this is temperature of B, therefore heat flows from the beaker A to B. So heat flows from beaker A to beaker B, because heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. Mercury is used in thermometers because its specific heat is very low, very high, 1, 0.5. Now let us look at the formula. Specific heat is equal to 1 by m delta Q by delta T. See here, what is our wish? How should be the thermometer? The thermometer should be very much sensitive. Just a small temperature increase also must be detected by that. And the heat required must be very less. See, absorbing very less amount of heat energy, the heat energy gained, the heat energy absorbed by the thermometer must be less, and change in temperature must be more. See, when you keep thermometer in a hot water, what happens there? The mercury in the bulb absorbs the heat energy from the hot water. Okay. So the energy absorbed, just less amount of heat energy also should be detected by your thermometer. So the heat energy required to activate it should be as much less as possible. And taking that less amount of heat energy only, it should show reading on its scale. So when it can show reading, when the temperature difference it can show is more, when the temperature difference is more. So energy absorbed must be less and temperature change must be more. That is numerator less, denominator more. So naturally then the S value becomes very low. So in that way our mercury, why the mercury used means it is having very low specific heat. And previously, so let me write here, previously we considered water. For that water the specific heat was very high. So it was warmed very slowly. It took more time to warm up. But here mercury specific heat is very low. It quickly warms up. Soon a small amount of heat energy you give, quickly it expands. And that is required. That's why we choose a liquid of very low specific heat for thermometer. 2 kg of air is heated at constant volume. See, this is a gas, and you know gases have two types of specific heats. One at constant pressure, that is called as Cp, and another at constant volume, and that is called as Cv. So here 2 kg of air is heated at constant volume. The temperature of air is increased from 293 Kelvin to 313 Kelvin. If the specific heat of air at constant volume is 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, find the amount of heat absorbed in kilojoule and kilocalories. See, amount of heat absorbed is asked. Amount of heat absorbed when at constant volume, that is asked. So air, how much its mass is given? 2 kg. 2 kg of air is taken. The temperature is increased from, so the temperature difference is given. 313 minus 293. So that is 20 Kelvin. If the specific heat of air is given, specific heat of air at constant volume, Cv 0.718 kilojoule means 10 power 3 joule by kg Kelvin. But usually we use the letter C for molar specific heat. But here instead of moles, kg is given. kg is given. So the formula for the Cv is 1 by mu, actually 1 by mu delta Q by delta T. Usually we write like this, but number of moles not given. Therefore, we write here mass only. From this, delta Q becomes mCv delta T. Mass is 2 kg. Cv value 0.718 into 10 to the power of 3. Change in temperature 20. So we get joules. But here find the amount of heat absorbed in kilojoules. So this, when divided by 1000, we get in kilojoules. So 28.72 kilojoules. This is the answer. And also the amount of heat absorbed is asked in kilocalories also. Okay, we know 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. 4.2 joules. So now we can say 4.2 joules is equal to 1 calorie. 28,720 joules is equal to how many calories? 28,720 by 4.2 into 1. So we get calories. When this is divided by 1000, it is converted into kilocalories. It is converted into kilocalories. This is another answer. The temperatures of equal masses of three different liquids. Three different liquids are given: A liquid, B liquid, C liquid. Liquid A, liquid B, liquid C. So they are having equal masses. But three different liquids, he says the liquids are different materials, therefore specific heat capacities will be different. Temperatures. Here the temperature is 12 degrees centigrade, 19 degrees centigrade, 28 degrees centigrade. The temperature when A and B are mixed. So when A and B are mixed, first let us take. When A and B are mixed, then what happens? See, A is at lower temperature and B is at higher temperature. So heat flows from B liquid to A liquid. This will lose some amount of heat energy and this will gain some amount of heat energy. So heat lost by B is equal to see here the liquid A is at a lower temperature, liquid B is at higher temperature. Therefore when they are mixed, heat flows from B liquid to A liquid. It means what? The liquid B is losing the heat energy and liquid A is gaining the heat energy. So heat lost by B is equal to heat gained by A. So what is the formula? The heat lost or gained? Q is equal to MST. Q is equal to MS delta T. So this is the formula for heat lost or gained, MS delta T. Now you are considering M. See here, heat lost by B, MS2. Now how to find delta V? See what is the resultant temperature for these two. When they are mixed, the resultant temperature is given 16 degrees centigrade. So for this 19 minus 16. Now A means M S1 into 16 minus 12. M gets cancelled. So S2 into 3, S1 into 4, or S1 by S2 is equal to 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Now let us consider when B and C liquids mixed. When B and C are mixed. Now let us see at the B and C. Its temperature is 19 degrees centigrade, its temperature is 28 degrees centigrade. So heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. That means C will lose the heat energy and B will gain the heat energy. Okay. So heat lost by C is equal to heat gained by B. Now the formula MS delta T. So C M S3. Delta T means temperature difference. See, when they are mixed, what is the resultant temperature? That we have to find out. No, it is given. When B and C are mixed, it is 23. It is 23. The resultant temperature is given here, 23. Now for C, so the difference in temperature is 28 minus 23. Now heat gained by B, MS2 into temperature difference. Here 19, here 23. So 23 minus 19. 23 minus 19. So M and M gets cancelled. S3 into here we get 5. And S2 into here we get 4. So, or S2 by S3 is equal to 5 by 4. Now, next, what will be the temperature? What will be the temperature when A and C are mixed? So, third one. When A and C are mixed. When A and C are mixed. Let us see A and C. A is at 12 degrees centigrade. C is at 28 degrees centigrade. So heat flows from C liquid to A liquid because this is at higher temperature. This will lose the heat energy. So heat lost by C is equal to heat gained by A. MS delta T. For this MS3 change in temperature. So when A and C are mixed, what is the resultant temperature? That is asked. So that we don't know. Let the resultant temperature be theta. So now let me write here liquid A, liquid C. Its data is for A M S1 12 degrees centigrade. For C M S3 28 degrees centigrade. When they are mixed, let the resultant temperature be theta. Now heat lost by C is equal to heat gained by A. Heat lost by C, MS3 28. So this theta will be in between these two temperatures. So anyhow less than this only, therefore we should write 28 minus theta. Heat gained by A, MS1. Now here the temperature will be more than this. So this minus this. M and M gets cancelled. Now S1 by S3 is equal to 28 minus theta by theta minus 12. To find theta, S1 by S3 value is required. Once let us look at the first and second equations. Here this is S1 by S2 and this is S2 by S3. If you multiply the two equations, S2 gets cancelled and we get S1 by S3. Therefore, multiplying equations 1 and 2 gives. See, on left hand side, S1 by S2 into S2 by S3. S1 by S2 into S2 by S3 is equal to, and on right hand side 3 by 4 into 5 by 4. So here S2 S gets cancelled. S1 by S3 is equal to, here we get 15 by 16. So now if you look at equation 3 and 4, LHS are equal, therefore RHS are equal. From 3 and 4 you can write 28 minus theta by theta minus 12 is equal to 15 by 16. Now cross multiplying. So simplifying this, we get theta is equal to 20.3 degrees centigrade.